So this morning, you know, last week I think last Friday I was giving you some updates as to what's going on with the infamous Vibes Cartel trial. Remember I told you that the last time we spoke about it, I was telling you that there was supposed to be a witness from the phone company, Digicel.
Yeah.
That's supposed to come in and testify. And as a matter of fact, one of the reports that they gave initially was to point out that, you know, there's no way they weren't able to verify whether or not the phone that was used to make the call to give the order to kill the gentleman actually belonged to Vibes Cartel, because it could have been cloned, and you know, all of that. But there are even more information now. A witness from the telecoms company Digicel testified yesterday that none of the 40 telephone numbers for which the police requested customer information was ascribed to Vibes Cartel or his 4 co-accused. None of them. Joseph Simmons, who was the group head of business risk at Digicel last year, made the disclosure after under cross-examination from Tom Tavares Finson, Vibes Cartel's lawyer. In a day that saw him undergoing intense grilling from Tavares Finson, Simmons also testified that he informed that a disk that had data for the 40 devices which he had provided the police had been lost. Simmons said that during his examination in chief, led by senior prosecutor Jeremy Taylor, he prepared 2 discs and labeled them JS1 and JS2, which he presented to the police in 2011. JS1 was sealed with evidence tape. The disc labeled JS2 entered into evidence, but during his cross-examination by Tavares Simpson, Simmons said he could not tell by looking at the JS2 disc if it was in fact the one he presented to the police, as his signature was not on it. Pressed by Tavares, he said also that the information on JS2 could be copied and modified, and that he would have to have JS1, which is the other disc, in order to verify the information that was on JS2, and to make sure that that information was taken from the Digicel system and presented to the police. Earlier, when Simmons told that none of the phone numbers was attributed to the accused men, Tavares Finson commented Sotovos that it was a waste of time for the prosecution to present the information in that case. The comment elicited sounds of apparent approval from some of the jurors. Comments? You don't have anything to say?
You just listen. That's how I do. Just listen.
I never even see something so untidy. You know what is my problem? So like, I watch too much CSI. That is my problem. Law and Order is much too much Law and Order. Basically, let me break it down in case you never pay attention to what I'm saying. The prosecution asked Digicel to look at 40 phone numbers, look at the recordings of the conversations and all of these things, because they're trying to identify if the phone that they said they had belonged to Vibes Cartel, or if it was the phone that was used to make the call that gave the order. Mm-hmm. They asked them to look at 40 telephone numbers. Digicel came back and said, listen, none of them number here. What you give me? Now have nothing to do with Vibe Cartel or film business or nothing like that. Furthermore, the investigator at Digicel gave them 2 discs. This number 1 was sealed with evidence tape. Them can't find it. This number 2 is supposedly a copy of this number 1, but apparently this number 2 wasn't sealed. So this number 2 could have been tampered with. So why is it that the evidence were valid, can't find, and the evidence where could be tampered with is inadmissible, and it we're talking about? Which brings the question. It was a waste of time, which basically the statement that the Vibes Cartel defense lawyer made is that it is a waste of time to even present this information in the first place.
Exactly, and that's what's been going on throughout the entire case. everything they throw at them has just been a waste of time. You know what?
My goodness.
I'm going to take that break, and when we come back, we can continue talking about this morning. The phone lines are open. 877-320-5465, 877-320-5465. Take it all the way up until 10 a.m. this morning. It's a Monday, Fata Diamond, Dr. Sexian, we're there, so even if it doesn't let the man go and just done, yeah, man. Because, I mean, all of this is just crap, you understand? Another thing, the smoking ban. Did you see the article in the Observer? Send it come right now. Yeah, it's link up ready. Don't go anywhere. We'll soon come back. Fata Diamond, Dr. Sexian in the building, you understand? And the phone lines are open, 877-320-5465, 877-320-5465. Again, that's the number for you to call in, and if you'd like to join in on the conversation this morning, 877-320-5465. You understand? Big up to everybody we're tuning in. Don't forget, Friday, February the 7th, it's all about the thing we call Lover's Choice. Lover's Choice, Friday, February the 7th. All roads lead to the place we call Enrique's Restaurant and Lounge in Queens. Music by yours truly, Fata Diamond, alongside Chris the Dub Master, DJ Bitters, DJ Wallace. And it's all about a night for all the lovers out there. Lover's Choice, Friday, February the 7th. And that will definitely be a great event. I will be inside the building. You understand? So big up to all of the people. Yeah, man. So.
Yeah. Well, I just love how you just make the reason why the event will be great is because you're going to be there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Big up you.
Yeah, man. Mega did that.
Greatness.
Yeah.
You just walk with the greatness.
I learned from you, you know.
Hey.
Always have to be great, right? That's what I say. Yeah, and if Mega did it, it's going to be great.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
What other options are there? It's going to be greatest.
It's going to be greatest. Or
greatest.
Yeah. Oh, man. Link up radio, please hold. Link up radio, hold on.
Anyway, this morning I was giving you an update on the cartel case, but that's not our topic this morning. I gave you that update to segue into our real topic this morning.
I mean, no disrespect to that, but it's just foolishness.
I agree.
It's just waste of time, waste of money.
I agree. And
if you have solid evidence, come with the solid evidence. Stop go on. Yeah, make Jamaica look like Papa Show. You understand? Like, this is crazy. Like, this. I don't even want to.
It look like Dolly House.
Big time. Like
good Dolly House. I don't know which other word for use more than Dolly House.
Artists like Vibes Kartel, where everybody's gonna be paying attention to, and it's just crap. It's just like.
It just look like Dolly House. And that's what I'm saying, and it just even speaks, it just, like this, just make people trust the justice system even less. Because exactly. it just look like a vendetta. Like, listen, we don't care if him guilty or not, we don't like him, lock him up.
A juror come and speak with the judge like, are you serious? And then he remains on the case, like, we don't know what was said. Like, come on, man. I don't want to get into the more discussion.
Yeah. So, like I said, that's not our topic this morning. Our topic this morning, like I said, we're segueing into the topic, which is we're looking at crime, and we're comparing crime amongst some Caribbean countries. Now, there's an article in the Examiner that speaks to the crime rate in the Caribbean. It says Caribbean crime rates: Martinique, the lowest; Jamaica, the highest. Oh, Lord. Yeah, me say when we bad good. Yeah, man. When we say we bad, we say bad, Anyway.
Martinique, the lowest. And Jamaica the highest.
I have some statistics here for you. Studies report that for the most part, violent crime are usually not found near the tourist centers and hotspots. Reported crime include picking pocket, carjacking, and theft. And they advise travelers to avoid walking alone at night, wearing expensive jewelry, or to leave their valuables in sight. They also cite one indicator of safety and is the poverty level on the island. Statistics were compiled using homicidal rates from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime Statistics for either 2010 or 2008. Noticeably, the absence from the report is Cuba and Haiti. So, we're not going to report on Cuba and Haiti this morning. The rankings are as follows. The name of the country following the number of homicides per 100,000 people. Safest Caribbean nations. Number 5, the British Virgin Islands. They have 8.6 persons per 100,000 people in terms of homicides. Then follows number 4, Guadeloupe, with 7. Antigua and Barbuda.
Don't mean to cut you off, which, by the way, Them love reggae music over there. It's a French island.
Them love reggae music everywhere.
Love. No, me just want to point it out. You understand?
Yeah.
Love reggae music over there. All right? Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we get to number 3, Antigua and Barbuda. They have 6.8. Anguilla, number 2, also has 6.8. And the safest country in the Caribbean, according to this data, is Martinique, which only kills 4.2 people per 100,000. No to the misbehaviors. The bad pitting them in the class. Number 5, Puerto Rico, coming in at 26.2 people per 100,000. The majority of violence involved trafficking of drugs, and it is noted that tourists that keep a distance from the drug trade would be safe. Number 4, Bahamas, which is, by the way, the wealthiest country in the Caribbean. Majority of crimes take place in the most populated areas, New Providence and Grand Bahama. Number 3, the Twin Island Republic, Trinidad and Tobago, with 35.2. No evidence that tourists are being targeted directly. Number 2, St. Kitts and Nevis, with 38.2. Again, most violent crimes involve locals. And coming in the number 1 spot is the big, bad jam down, Jamaica, with 52.1. Boy. And the notes say crime rates have decreased nearly 10% from 2009.
Crime rates have decreased. Wow.
Also, it is noted that violent crimes rarely occur to visitors. Overall, the report states that you should take precautionary measures when you visit these countries, and that, by and large, foreign visitors are safe if they do so. You can use this guide whenever you're thinking of your next vacation. Boy. And they talk about tourism also. So,
52.
Let us analyze the information that we're looking at. Basically, people, Jamaica, according to this, is the most dangerous island to live in.
Wow.
If you're looking at safety, Martinique has 4.2 homicides per 100,000 to Jamaica's 52.1 homicides per 100,000. So that's quite a gap.
Big, a huge gap.
Quite a gap. From the lowest to the highest, and it doesn't look good. But of course, there are a lot of contributing factors to this. As it relates to hurting tourists and stuff like that, some tourists have come here and been caught up in things. They have been gone missing. Some persons got killed. There are different circumstances under which that happens. But this is something that we can't expect to feel good about, because people look at these things whenever they're deciding where to go for vacation. You don't want to go on vacation and be worried about the facts.
Exactly what's going to
happen. You might be one of the 52.1, yeah?
Mm.
So this is definitely a problem that we need to take a look at. And obviously this is not just for Jamaica. This is across the Caribbean, because even though we're the highest, other countries in the Caribbean also have crime situations to deal with. And as a unit called the Caribbean, if we are going to continue to want visitors to come visit us, this is definitely something that is going to be on their minds, and something that we absolutely need to do. Put some measures in place to help to protect our visitors when they come to vacation on our islands. Some persons that call, they're on hold. Let's see what they have to say.
And for those who out there would like to join in on the conversation this morning, again, the phone lines are open. 877-320-5465, 877-320-5465. That number again is 877-320-5465. Link Up Radio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, man?
All right, pretty good.
Morning.
Morning to Sexy Ann as well.
Good morning, my dear.
Okay. There are a number of points that I wanna make reference to. One is what we were talking about earlier, the crime situation in the West Indies, and in particularly Jamaica. That's where I'm from. I think solving crime in Jamaica is a major issue because we do not have anything in place, any system in place, effective system in place to prevent crime. And to punish effectively, bringing to justice those people who commit those crimes, especially murder. People wantonly kill people in Jamaica for sometimes nothing by just a simple argument. You diss me, so you're supposed to die. That culture is fostered by the inability to prosecute these crimes successfully. Witnesses don't turn up for court because the system doesn't protect them either.
Yep.
So we have a real problem. They should return to the gallows. There should be deterrent to commit these crimes. Laws are on the books. It should be upheld and enforced. I'm going to go to something else that you said last week that I wanted to make quick reference to as well. Well, not specifically that, but you see, look at Jamaica. Jamaica, over the years, has been one of the richest countries. We have the most natural resources. We have the educated people. We have everything going in our favor, from bauxite back in the days to coffee, sugar, rum, banana, tourism, all the foreign exchange earning capabilities that we had were there. But the successive administrators and the government have misused our resources. And believe it or not, I'm a student of Michael Manley. But I would exhume him. Siaga, Michael Manley, Hugh Shearer, I would bring all of them to trial, including their government ministers, because they have squandered, misused, and I don't want to use the other term, our resources. Everything in Jamaica was misused.
All right, so what can we do now?
Funds. You see,
what is our plan
now? It
brought
us now into this kind of deficit.
Right, but what can we do now? We can't dig them up, sir. That's not going to solve nothing. I really don't want to deal with the cops right now. So, like,
we should exhume them and try them cops and sentence them
No, sir, that's a waste of time. Like, really going to dig him up for trying cops? No, sir. No, that's not a good look.
No. I'm just kidding when I say that. And I thought you should have known that.
Sir, you must be
kidding.
Sir, you could not be serious. You must be kidding. So I'm not.
But of course I'm joking when I say that.
There's no misunderstanding of whether or not you're kidding. I'm just talking about the fact that we are in the present. What can we presently do to take us forward so that we don't continue to be looked at as the most dangerous place to visit?
The thiefest and trickiest people in the world. You can't have a business in Jamaica and control pilferage. Everybody want to hustle something out of you, and this is the philosophy and this is the mindset of even the elected officials. My God, they need some honesty. And you know what? They need to put in place, once again, like I said in my prior statement, systems in place to deal with the kind of corruption that permeates our society.
No, but sir, the problem that we're having is that the people who are putting in the systems are doing the corrupting.
Then that's what all of them need to be held accountable.
So when you put in the system, who go and monitor the system? When the people them were put in the system, and them go on with the things.
So we're gonna throw our hands up and die?
Who said anything? How you so extreme? Who said anything about throwing our hands up? I'm just you presented a point, and I'm just looking at your point, and I'm saying that the challenge with doing what you're saying is that the persons putting in the system are the ones who are corrupting the system.
Who's going to monitor?
Who's going to monitor the monitors?
Well, I don't know.
We need somebody to monitor the monitors.
Government
we need some monitors.
Government ministers. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Government
really,
ministers.
Sir? Good morning, ladies.
gotta be held accountable.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. We're gonna take some more
sir.
calls and
Thanks
see
for the
what
call.
happens. All right.
Good morning, ladies.
Man, I yell up some people. Link up radio. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Morning, section.
Morning, hon. Good morning.
Yes. Morning. I have the answer to the question. To the
Lovely. Let's hear it.
problem. Eh?
Lovely. Let's hear it.
It's nothing, man. Nothing.
Nothing is the answer.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Nothing we can do.
Nothing can be done.
What going by the morning can come good at evening.
Wow.
Why, that I don't know.
That one just so like no hope, no nothing. Just
That just what gone by the morning can
just
go
gonna get
that
worse.
evening. No, me
Yeah,
no,
man.
me no know
Yeah,
if me
man.
like that
If
saying.
you think
What if
so,
a things gone bad we can't
tell me
fix?
something. Tell me of something that they have never done to try to stop crime.
but they said it went down 10% from 2009. So obviously something can be done, and you know, I don't know.
You know, I may not see it, honestly.
No, but I told it. Me telling already. No, me going the solution to the problem long time. You know. I'm telling already. My granny used to say, "Never find word high glance." You know what is happening to Jamaica? And I just know it happen. The bright people in Jamaica leaves.
Yeah.
And guess who leave? Some people
exactly.
the persons who are left are having difficulty getting employment. And when them do get it, right now, the government, every time they talk about increase revenue to make more money, you know what them say? Tax something.
Yeah.
There's a proposal.
Exactly.
There's a proposal now for tax hair and nail because them realize that women buy hairstyle and fingernail. So there's a proposal on the table now. Them want to impose more taxes for hairstyle and fingernail. So I'm saying, if you look at, let me use myself as an example. I work somewhere and I get a salary, and my salary is $10. And out of that $10, them take $3 for taxes. And then when I buy something, I have to pay 16.5% tax on everything that I buy. Oh, sorry, except for phone cards. When I buy phone cards, you pay mostly 20% tax per phone, on telecommunications. And my light bill charges me. Oh, I don't even want to talk about light bill. And then now they're saying, now them talking about, you go to the gas station, them charge a special tax on gas. If you're a smoker, them charge a special tax on smoking, on cigarettes. Them charge, me drink liquor rum, them charge a special tax on that. Now, if you add up all the tax we have to pay, you're paying most of your earnings in taxes, you know.
Yes, I agree.
So what is happening is that when I look at my situation, I say then, if I go live in another country, for example, how much tax am I going to pay? And if I pay that tax, how do I benefit on a civic standpoint from paying those taxes? If you look at Canada, for example, you pay a whole heap of tax at Canada. However, if you have cancer, you get the best health care. You don't have to spend the money. If you have children, they can go to school. You don't have to worry about it. When I hear my friend them tell me some school fee where them pay a month time, every semester them have to pay how much? $1,000 for them children to go to primary school and prep school. The school fees are scary. Me say every time, me say better you than me. I don't want none. That's an expensive habit. The school fee alone. And we have to pay education tax. We pay education tax. I pay NHT every month. If I want a house from NHT, I can't go to NHT by myself. I have to join with somebody to buy a house from NHT. And NHT is supposed to be an organization that is there to make home ownership easier for me. The point that I'm making is that why is it that the systems, the things that are supposed to be there to better the country, to better the society, why are they so difficult to operate, one? And two, how are they affecting the lives of the citizens? More than making them pay, because that's all me say. You just make me pay. You just force me to pay. It's just something I have to pay for. How am I benefiting from it? I don't know. I pay education tax, and if me want to go back to school, I try find out how much $100,000 to go back to school. Why am I paying education tax?
The government not skillful enough to find solutions, man. So He left to the point where
sad.
we come to the conclusion, said nothing. Yeah.
All right, boss.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
take
Thanks,
it easy.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
It is Link Up Radio 93.5, 7:30 right now. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll continue this morning. Fata Diamond, Dr. Sexy, and we in the building.